Salute Figure Fours. Welcome to the Figure Four TV. Now today we finna talk about Ricochet, and definitely know this is not a rant. When I first saw this dude, I said, man, how can you do that? So this is definitely not gonna be a rant video. I'm gonna book Ricochet out of this rut that he's in. So y'all check this intro out, and when we come back, we talk about it. Yikes. Now, I don't know where we're going to start at, but we could start by saying Ricochet, he needs to get into a David and Goliath type bout. When Ricochet was at his peak, when he was in his prime at the WWE, he was in a David and a Goliath situation, and that piece of storytelling is what propelled him into his first WWE Championship match. Remember? See, as long as you keep him over there in AEW, wrestling the same size dudes that he is, he ain't gonna be able to stand out. That's what make him different. That's what make him different in WWE, because in WWE he was always paired with another bigger superstar. He was paired with somebody bigger. Yes, he had his matches with his similar size guys, but for the most part he was in there with the Damian Priestes, he was in there with the Gunthers, he was in there with the Brunson Reeds. You see where I'm going? So it was always a story to be told, because when you have the David and Goliath, it's just like the video that I did with Mark Henry, and he explained the problem. He explained to the T the problem that AEW is having. And as long as Ricochet is over there in AEW wrestling the same size men, he not going to be able to stand out. Look who they got over there. They got similar talents. There's nothing unique about Ricochet anymore, especially when he's in there with Darby Allin, MJF, Jay White. You see where I'm going? Orange Cassidy. I mean, these are all similar size men with similar skill sets. It's no David and Goliath. So it's just we go in there and we choreograph a match, and then they kick out of every finisher. It's just everything is too scripted. It's too choreographed with Ricochet. You know what I mean? You gotta improvise more, and you gotta flow. You gotta let it come natural. You gotta let the match come natural. It don't gotta be scripted to the T so that we can get a 5-star match. That's the problem with a lot of the guys in AEW. That's to start. Recently, Ricochet been on the internet, and he been challenging his inner Andrew Tate. For those of you that don't know who Andrew Tate is a social media influencer in the red pill sector on the internet, and he professionalized in self-improvement and teaching men how to be as confident as they need to be in life. Because we all know we live in a feminist society, and they don't treat men very kind, and ain't nobody helping men. So Andrew Tate is one of those guys that make a whole lot of money helping guys with self-improvement and helping guys being confident. And if Ricochet gonna take on this man's character, that's the number one thing. We gonna need to see Ricochet show more confidence, display more confidence. We can't see him in promos or in highlight packages where they're punking him. Because Andrew Tate, that's the last thing he is. The last thing Andrew Tate is going to be is anybody's punk. And he'll tell you that.
But if you guys take a look at his account here, his most recent activity is literally a tweet from Andrew Tate. For losers, December 26th through the 31st is a socially acceptable period to do nothing. For winners, it is the time to do double training, double work, double winning. It is the beginning of the winner's new year. There was a tweet that Jed Goodman posted, which was the collision numbers. Ricochet responds with, "You're welcome, AEW." There was a fan that said, "You took Samantha away from us." He says, "Who else is going to make my sandwiches for me when I'm hungry?" Which is absolutely insane that he would tweet that. Yeah, this is crazy. He's like, "I don't want to see anyone switching it up. If you didn't like me before, you missed your chance. No jumping on the bandwagon now. Cheese curlers." Dude, there's just so much. New York always leaves me with such a rotten taste in my mouth. It makes me really appreciate beautiful Las Vegas. Although I would never go back to Orlando by choice, I'm sure they will at least show me the respect I deserve this Saturday at World's End. I mean, this guy's really going all in on this heel character.
Definitely, if Ricochet is going to take on this alpha male image, this alpha male character, he going to need to be more silent. He going to need to get rid of that, he going to need to get rid of all that corny stuff that got him looking beta, because now he's entering the alpha and the beta character. When you throw in the fact that we are living amongst the most feminist times ever before, so everything is promote the women, women. So to be a confident man is going to piss a lot of people off. To be a confident, ultra arrogant, confident man in these days and times is going to piss people off. Then when you add the fact that you have a female who's looking and willing to follow your lead, oh yes, this heel thing could work. This Andrew Tate Ricochet thing could work. This is what got Andrew Tate so much heat and so much hatred, because it's confidence. When you have confidence and you have success in a society of losers, you're going to always be hated. It's a eat the rich mentality. So if he play on this, definitely will work. Oh, quiet as cat. What I would do first for Ricochet, AEW, I hope you listening. I will bring in Samantha Irvin so that we could run the Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth play. Remember what got us to liking the Macho Man. We didn't like the Macho Man at first. Remember, the Macho Man was arrogant, he was obnoxious, and he was very rude to Miss Elizabeth. We loved Miss Elizabeth, similar to how we love Samantha. Everybody got love for Samantha Irvin. So if you bring her back in as the pretty little princess and you give Ricochet on a more serious note, and he's the misogynistic asshole pushing her around, and then we create George the Animal Steel, because I'm talking about the Macho and Elizabeth before the mega powers. Well, I'm talking about that Macho Man. We create that vibe with Ricochet, and his heel persona will definitely take off, because we want to hate Ricochet because of his girl. We love his girl. And remember, that's what transitioned Macho Man into a face, because he started to go light on Elizabeth. Remember when Elizabeth helped him from the honky tonk man, and then the Macho Man started to see the light, and he stopped abusing, he stopped pushing her around, and then we all started to love the Macho Man. So Ricochet definitely need a heel turn before he get a face turn, and then that we can appreciate. Starting to lose interest in Ricochet's current character now, because it's based off of sympathy. He's trying to garner sympathy from his fans and from his followers. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you though, Ricochet, when we already know your ability and your talent. Now you even got the other superstars in on this. Do you think this is cute? Because it's not. It's making you look bad. It is bringing your overall character down when you have Swerve Strickland coming to the ring with toilet paper, encouraging the fans to disrespect you. That is not going to turn you heel faster than you punching him in his head or you attacking him in the background. I don't know what are you trying to do, Ricochet, but it's not going to work. The sympathy, garnering sympathy, it's not going to work. We want to live vicariously through y'all, through the stars that we like, through the characters that we find amazing. We want to live vicariously through y'all. We don't want to see our characters get embarrassed. That's crazy. I said, man, he went from the Intercontinental Champion to the paper champion, like TBK said. Look at this. Let's look at how Ricochet got cooked by this fan who told him the truth. And mind you, if you're going to take on this Tate persona, then you got to be able to take in some criticism. You got to be able to take on some criticism, and you got to be able to dish it right back. Let's look at this. So Mr. Ricochet goes, I don't want to see anyone switching it up. If you didn't like me before, you missed your chance. No jumping on the bandwagon now. Cheese curls. That was crazy. And then somebody responded to him. They said, "You're cool, just think your promo skills equate to two cat fighting each other in the bird cage." And Ricochet didn't find that funny at all. And he responded with that lame old response of broke boy, you had to work on Christmas. You think that Ricochet got the hint and stopped while it was ahead, but no. So Mr. Reddington, that's who was responding to Ricochet, said, "You work once a week, which gives you 6 days to work on your promos, and you still ain't get it right." Man, yo, drop the bomb. So, of course, Ricochet responded back with the broke boy, she ain't very innovative. Same old stuff, nothing original inside his broke. And you got to keep calling this man broken. Guys, 2024, ain't no broke jokes. Broke jokes ain't working in 2024. Man, then Mr. Reddington followed up and shut it down. He said instead of toilet paper, they should have been throwing scripts at you. Wow, promo scripts instead of toilet paper. That is crazy, yo. So, number one, Ricochet needs to get off of social media and he needs to go silent. Number two, as far as his TV time, he should be outnumbered. He should be getting jumped. If he want to continue this toilet paper act, then he can continue it. But at some point, we need to get that little honky talk man and the Heart Foundation situation where he's outnumbered by the fellas and Samantha Irvin comes swoop right on in to rescue him. And after she rescue him from that situation, then you can have the Hills, you can have Hurt Syndicate. They can even run a kidnap angle, and that's where we'll get behind Ricochet because we will all want to see him get Samantha back. And that's when Ricochet could run through the Hills en route to getting Samantha. And he ain't got to win every match. They can stack the odds against him, and that's storytelling. That's how you tell a story with a guy that is that unique as Ricochet and all the intangibles that he brings. Remember, Samantha Irvin is there. She wanted a character, guys. This is why she left WWE, because she wanted a more on-screen character. What more on-screen character can you give her than Miss Elizabeth 2.0? Savage and Elizabeth 2.0, guys. Y'all let me know how y'all think, what y'all think of that right there, guys, in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all later.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.